Welcome in, Sag. This is your July 2026 zodiac reading. So let's see what wants to come in. Ooh, I've got some really interesting energy I'm seeing as I'm splitting the decks. Not warm and fuzzy. My goodness. Let's see what wants to come through for Sag for July, please, Spirit. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. Not going to really dip into the astrology because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Taking those two. We've got the Magician and the Mirror and Strategy. Oop. Hang on here. The World. Yeah, new chapter, new cycle starting for you. Oh, look at that. I feel like I'm I'm feeling like, what is that phrase? The cockles of my heart. It's like there's like all these doorways in your heart are just being opened. Like heart expansion here. Heart expansion. I feel like that's very unexpected. Very unexpected. There's this new cycle, a new story also. Okay, boy, interesting how Spirit's got me moving the cards around how they want them depicted to me. Okay. I feel like through this heart opening, which I feel like it surprises you, you discover that you're more powerful. Not in a way, but in a spiritual way than you were ever allowing yourself to tell yourself or believe. Okay. I feel like this story is going to be a lot about an internal journey. So let's see. What is July for my Sagittarius? I almost said Scorpios. You showed up in the Scorpio reading again. You usually do, Sag. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, go check that out. Especially if this reading resonates. So, but as always, check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and your North Node signs. So for July, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. All right, we got the Princess of Wands, Page of Wands out of the gate here. All right. These next. Okay, 6. I'm just going to lay them out, then I'm going to show you. No specific order, they're saying. All right. Oh, love that. Okay. Well, you discover, you discover you've got a lot to say that you've been holding back to somebody. First of all, I want to say that. I say that because we've got the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Something is like very quick, but you've been holding back, very slow energy. So you want to say something to somebody, and that's a yes. Maybe this kind of sparks a new beginning. Maybe a wish fulfillment here with the 9 of Cups. But then we have up here, we've got like I said, the Page of Wands, Princess of Wands in this deck. The 6 of Wands, the Judgment. I'm getting ego off of both of these cards. Just going to put that out there, okay? We're not going to stay in that energy, though. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. It's like seeing all the work you need to put in, but you're only putting in this much. There's something about not putting your full effort in to some kind of a healing with a star here. All right, you got some splaining to do here, Sagittarius. Got some splaining to do. I'm gonna say go take a look at the Scorpio reading. I said in the Scorpio reading, and I've thought this before I even started the camera, that I should probably start mixing up, like not doing Scorpio and then Sagittarius, so you guys get an opportunity to have a different story, have a different reading, or maybe not. I mean, I believe everything happens for a reason. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, in Scorpio reading, I said, wasn't just Sagittarius, but Sag came out, all the fire signs came out. And I said that, and they came out through the energy of the Emperor. And I said the Emperor is getting his ass handed to him. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. Six of Wands is typically a man on a horse, man on their high horse. This is the judgment is, waking up from the ego, waking up from the dead, the shadow world. There's something comes in, some kind of message comes in that kind of stops you in your tracks. And it makes you realize where you have not been putting in enough effort. That could be in your own healing. That could be in a situation, maybe in a connection with the Nine of Cups with the 2 here. It kind of reminds me of the 2 of Cups. Nine of Cups typically has one person on it. This one's got 2. So there's joy and happiness and a wish fulfillment in a connection. I don't think it's Scorpios, though. I don't think it's in connection with a Scorpio. I think this top row is I feel like that's what you're discovering. Because there's a conversation that happens from a Scorpio. Like, here's a conversation. Here's you, arms crossed. Nope. I'm going to take my time. Going to just do what I want. I'm really picking up some stubborn energy here. But the universe is like, we're going to light a fire under your ass. Because not only does whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio or not, have a new chapter to begin, you do as well. 9 of Cups. So, Scorpio aside, I want to go through this a little bit, okay? I feel like I can safely say that you have avoided all types of, like if someone said to you, you're psychic, you're like, no, I'm not. When you kind of, in the back of your mind, you've always questioned whether or not you are, but it's like, no, I'm not. You've denied that. But there's a heart opening that's happening here. And a new chapter that's opening for you. And the thing is, in order for this world cycle, this new cycle to happen, something's got to end. So let's start there. All right. What is closing out? What is the cycle that's closing out for Sagittarius in July. The Sun and the Ten of Wands. You are putting down one heck of a heavy burden. And you know what? Again, I did a video on Venus and Virgo. Might want to watch that too. This is how I felt this morning. I was carrying a burden, and carrying an emotional and a physical load. I was carrying things. And when I let them down, the lightness, the downloads that came in, the clarity that came in, when you put down, you're putting down something that's been heavy. Some kind of a karmic cycle is closing. And all of this illumination, all of this discovery, all of these downloads, I am a magician. I do know how to maybe speak light language, maybe work with the elements. I don't know, fill in the blank. Maybe you've got some shamanism, interest coming back up to remind you of who you are, right? But I love this. The world is being clarified by what's ending and what's beginning. Consciousness, awakening, aha moments, clarity, truth. Did I say awareness? I just can't. I mean, it's just... Oh. Okay, so that's happening. How does it come in? Well, we've got the Page of Wands. Somebody says something. There's some news. What is the Page of Wands? All right. Okay. All right. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Moon. So, you know, the moon in Capricorn that we just had a couple weeks ago, that was a freaking powerful moon. We have a moon, a new moon coming up on 4 days from now, on the 14th of July. I'm recording this on the 10th. I don't know if I've said that already. New moon in Cancer. This brings about emotional healing, setting personal goals. Can't read my own handwriting. So, wow, what gets us started? The moon helps you along. Something very deep, something very deeply emotional. It's something very deep in your subconscious, maybe. Is that how I want to say it? I get subconscious and conscious mixed up a lot of times when I'm channeling. So there's just something. There's this intuitive knowing. It could be a lot of fear. Maybe you realize that you're afraid to look at something from the past because you're afraid of losing monetarily. Maybe you're afraid of making a move to clear an old cycle out because you're afraid to lose. I also want to say this could be where you're discovering, where you're seeing clearly. We've got the sun and the moon, you know, inner masculine and feminine energies, right? Where you may have put, you're seeing clearly. Okay, that's what's coming in. It's an awareness of where you have put someone else out. How you're seeing how you've treated someone else in the past. Left them out in the cold, left them, scrambling financially, left them holding the bag, however that comes through for you. But something comes through. There's an awareness that comes through. This awareness wakes you up. Okay, so an awareness wakes you up. And it has you looking very deeply with that moon card at your ego. You're getting a second chance to do it right. I want to say that. You're getting a second chance to put all your eggs into one basket. Don't know why that phrase is coming through, but that is. You're being given an opportunity to put in all your energy and all your effort instead of half-assed. Typically, this card in other decks, I'm surprised they had me use this deck, has two beggars and an authority figure just dishing out breadcrumbs, right? Where you breadcrumb somebody, now you're turning around and you're giving them that situation your full attention. Whether that's in your mind, like going through the memories, or whether that's actually physically doing that, there's a healing cycle that, okay, I want to say a healing cycle that gets completed is how I'm hearing it. With the World card, a healing cycle that gets completed. You finally let down all this burden that you've been carrying, yours and other people, how you've treated people, how they've maybe treated you, and you get to see it clearly, finally, and you can break free from all of this. All of the, the wands are, it was heavy to carry. This is my masculine side. It's my right side of my body. And I just got a pain right here, as you can see. It's been really hard for you to carry. Interesting. It's not in the heart, because the heart's over here. But you have a heart opening. You know what I want to say here? This could be happening for all of you, or one of you, or two of you, or none of you, or whatever. I am feeling like you're getting a taste of your own medicine. Like I said, being handed your ass on a silver platter here. It's just, I feel like somebody makes you feel like an option in whatever manner. Almost making you feel like you're not good enough. And it breaks you open. It cracks your heart open. And it brings you right back to a time, or many times, where you've done that to others. Oh, I just got a wave of like vertigo all of a sudden. It knocks you for a loop. Almost can't speak. It does. It takes your breath away and knocks you for a loop. It leaves you speechless, because it's like all of a sudden everything hits. Everything is like, it's so clear. This is so bright and so clear that it knocks you over. And now you know that whatever is coming next, you can't give half-assed. You've got to give all of your energy to. Not give your power away, but there's got to be a reciprocal give and take. You can't be just, giving a little bit here and there when it's convenient for you, like the Five of Pentacles, or the Six of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. It's just, you've got to give more if you want more out of something. And this could be a partnership, this could be a job, whatever, excuse me, whatever it is for you. So there's some healing that gets gotten. The door to healing swings open on one area and closes on another. So, okay, so now there's some intensity coming at you, and I feel like you're not moving. It's like your feet are planted. Maybe that's the good thing. This is so intense that it can't blow you over, because whatever this was, it did. It blew you over. Gabriel's horns were loud. It kind of went like, wah, and it kind of like just toppled you. Now you know how to handle the intensity. Okay, this is like turning around a little bit for me now. Okay, so what is this down here, Spirit? What is this conversation? The Eight of Wands. I'm not taking that. Okay. It's truth. It's clarity. Ace of Swords. Three of Cups. Ooh, okay. All right. Bear with me, Sag. Somebody has a conversation with you, or maybe you have a conversation with someone, or at the very least, a door opens, a healing door opens, right? Angel of Love, possibilities with all these doors. A door opens for you to have a conversation. Somebody asks you a question and you're like, okay, now's the time to tell the truth. Yes, there have been others. Yes, there has been a third party. Yes, I've cheated. Yes, whatever. Okay? You get to come clean. And yeah, man, oh man, it feels good. It's like I didn't realize how heavy this burden was that I was carrying until I've spoken it. Until I've spoken it and I've released it. So you get an opportunity to speak the truth about a third party. Okay? Okay, we're there. I feel like whoever the conversation is with, I feel like maybe they come in a little too hot and heavy at first. Maybe because you've been stubborn in the past and haven't wanted to have that conversation. But now it's like, you know what, now I've got nothing to lose. Really. You can take whatever you want from me. Whatever happens, happens. I can't carry this anymore. And I'm ready for the truth to come out. Okay? So what does that do? Okay. Maybe it starts the ball rolling slowly for something new and exciting to happen somewhere else. I mean, letting that burden down, how do I want to say that other than that? Relieving yourself of that burden brings in a wish fulfillment. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hope I can read that later. Yeah. There's a truth spoken. But I feel like before this truth speaks, it has to be, gets spoken, is you discover within yourself parts about yourself that you were always afraid to tap into. So everything comes full circle, right? So Page of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles rather, taking your time, going slow. At first I kind of had a stubborn energy, and this could be like, you know, you're like, maybe you're bracing yourself for whatever this conversation, the backlash might be from. It could be. Let's see what the Knight of Pentacles is. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're. I can say a little. I can feel a little bit of both. Maybe you're you know, you're kind of like holding your ground because maybe somebody, this other person, because I feel like there's another person having this conversation with you, obviously, that maybe you're afraid that they're going to take more from you than what you're willing to give. But then then all of a sudden it also just feels like, you know what, just take it all. I don't care. You know, material things don't matter to me anymore. I just want to be free from all of this. I feel like you have put a lot of energy into this, but somewhere along the lines, your energy died out. 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 years. We got 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 pentacles. So it could be going back as far as 8 years, as little as 5 years ago. Okay. But you're seeing where I feel like what other this conversation also has to do with this other person saying to you, just sharing things with how they wish you had showed up in other ways, in more ways than what you have, and it makes you realize. I mean, this conversation's a gift. It's really a gift. It might make you feel like crap for a minute, but it's a gift. Confirmation with the siren. So yes, it is a gift. And what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna take it. You're the magician. You know yourself a little better. I feel like this conversation really opens you up in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways that you have been denying yourself. Now you're not. Ace of Wands brings in a new opportunity. You see things clearly now. You see how maybe cheating on a wife, quite possibly, or cheating on someone else, how that felt to them. Maybe because you're experienced it. That's what I mean about the Six of Wands and Judgment. How the shadow aspect, feeling like you're being handed your ass here, but not only I think you've had that happen, but I feel like now the penny drops. Some clarity comes in. Something opens up. An old cycle ends. You get to speak your truth. You get this new opportunity to try out this new authentic self, right? That you've been afraid of embracing before. I mean, there's a lot going on here, Sag. So you've got a lot going on in your life. And you've got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. What is this wish that's coming in? You've got the Two of Swords. Yeah, you might not... something you've not wanted to pay attention to, and now you get to look at it. What is this? Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You got 3 aces on the table here, and the Fool. A new golden opportunity. And I said that. Did I say that here, or did I? No, I said that in the Scorpio energy or Scorpio reading. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I feel like you and the Scorpio are finally going your separate ways, okay? That's what I'm intuiting from these messages. For you personally, Sag, I just feel like there's just a lot going on for you. Not only in your personal relationships, but internally. There's just so much growth and so much that's hitting you all at once. You may be trying to process it by diving into a project and doing your work, and that's okay. Everybody processes it differently. Just make sure you're not hiding from it, because having your ass handed to you on a silver platter can make you want to run. I don't feel like you're running. I just feel like you're like, oh, this is just a lot. I need to check out. It's a lot. But I feel like for the most part, you take a look at it. You know, the Two of Swords typically is blindfolded, arms crossed over the heart, and here she's sitting going, okay, show me. Under the moon, under the full moon, maybe that's what you're doing. You and your cat sitting there looking at everything that you've not wanted to see before. And that's the gift of Venus in Virgo. Venus is in Virgo for a few weeks. So take advantage of it. See what you've not been able to see before. And you get to see it from a level of healing that I gotta say this. I feel like the healing is like there's a spontaneous awakening. The heart just opens right up, and all of a sudden you feel everything. It's like, oh, so I want to say, Sag, I am sending you so much love because this can be overwhelming. You have got a lot going on. You're awakening, your heart is opening, you know, your 3D experiences are shifting. You're getting to see maybe what a piece of shit you've been. I don't know, but it's a lot. So I am going to leave it there, Sag. You have 3 aces in the Fool, and opportunities are coming and knocking. Open the door. Open the doors. You've got all these opportunities coming in, opening up your heart space. Don't miss one of them, all right? Take each one in stride, one at a time. But you've got a new cycle, a new journey happening, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing. So, I do, yes, thank you, Spirit. All right. I don't have the Ace of Cups. Let's see what's hanging up the Ace of Cups here. Where is the love? I feel like this level of love that you're finding your heart is opening to, oh my gosh, it's so new to you that you've got to take a minute. You've got to take a beat and allow yourself to feel it. Where is the Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups is, oh, Sag, I love you so much. I do. The Ace of Cups is in between the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. It's in between a missed opportunity, truth not spoken before. But now you're being gifted the opportunity to speak some truth. I feel like it's going to be to multiple people. Okay? So don't stop there. Just keep going. Clear this burden. Clear all of it. Make amends. Do whatever you need to do. Drop every ounce of it. You got this. And I'm so proud of you. I really am. I got me a Sag. I love him so much. So if this is his reading, you've got my love.